I don't know. Where is your face? What I might do is it gonna let me switch you? Damn it! I was like, we need to make Vivi big box because this refurb situation won't let me.
Hey, listen, I'm still figuring this out.
Thanks for that, Trish.
Like, what do you mean?
It wouldn't let me switch myself.
You have to click on them to switch.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm still learning this whole thing. I downloaded the TikTok Live Studio on my Mac so I can use that instead of my phone. And they're like, so I Googled it and they're like, yeah, you can accept it. And I'm going, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, fuck phone.
You can't host on a laptop, but you can join, can't you? What is this filter?
Well, actually, you can now host so TikTok Live Studio is the app or whatever that you want to call it. And so you can now do it. It used to be only on desktops like PCs. Now they finally got it for Macs. So you can do hosting, co-hosting, multiple guests and stuff like that. But you have to start the live first and then invite people in. I've gotten that far. As far as learning.
This is annoying me because this looks like I've got a filter on my face. But when I go into the bit to press all the buttons, it says there's no filter. But it looks to me like I've...
In the enhanced section?
Yeah, I've done all the... It's all turned off.
Do you have a light? Because it looks like there's a light on you.
I've got a little light here.
That's probably what it is.
My skin ain't normally... I don't know. It just makes...
It's probably the light, babe.
Well, okay, we'll take it. It's just the light. I've turned all of the things off. It's like, this is
us naturally, you know?
I'm like this. It's not my face, but apparently it is.
Hey, we all have good hair days. Good, and I'm going, hey, this is me. I look cute today. Yay. So,
honestly.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, TJ. Yeah, me and Trisha were talking all like after the first time we spoke the other day, and I was like, this is crazy. But like epic.
Crazy is a good thing. I'm excited. And so today I was actually working on the new kind of image for like the network and stuff like that. So we'll talk more about that later. So, but yeah, it's exciting. I was like,
So I did get the song pulled up if you want that, Jojo.
Yes, please. I'll make a deal with everyone. If you can press the little likey hujima what's it button and get us to 2K, Viviana will tell you Viviana will tell you what the big secret is. Because Viviana's got a secret.
I do have a secret.
All right.
Yeah. Viviana, do you want to hear our song?
Yes, I do. I'm dying to hear it.
Yeah, our friend Raven, like we were about to do a live one day and he was like, all right, y'all check your messages. We're like, what? And he just made it for us without telling us and, gave us our nice little present. Yeah, it was great. And it's
love their friend presents.
All right, they've hit 1,000 already. I should have given them a bigger goal.
Go higher. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Pull up a chair, we don't buy much. Lipstick stains on porcelain white. Steam in the air, secrets tonight. Broken marks, bent spines, well worn. We like our stories twisted, torn. Names get dropped like lace on skin. All that we sent for, over and over again. Voices that crawl down your spine. Say it slow, yeah, take your time. Lock the door, set your phone down. Every rumor sounds better now. You don't gotta whisper, baby, leaning close. This is where the good stuff goes. It's tea time, baby, spill the tea. Tell me who you're with and who's living rent free. Love, romance, guilty pleasures, fantasies. Sip it slow, let it slide right into me. It's tea time, baby, spill the tea. Voice actors murmuring things you shouldn't repeat. Artists dripping ink and agony. Come closer, yeah, that's how we be. Basement chat, slowly glow. Talking truths like we already know. Morally great, touch her and die. We ready for the plot, don't lie.
I'm not even sorry. Not even sorry.
Blame Raven.
Thank you. Thanks, Kim.
cups still warm, don't pull away. Confessions taste better when they're shared this way. No judgment here, just eat. Everybody's got
Hey, Angela.
sweet. It's tea time, baby, spill the tea.
I love it.
It's so freaking good.
Feel the poetry, say it out loud. It's safe for me. It's tea time, baby, spill the tea. Bad boys and paper good girls in between.
Yeah.
We don't blush, we lean
Yeah, he's great.
deep. One sip more, yeah, that's the beat.
Sal, I don't know if you heard the first part said something about biting. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, because
I don't
so
bite
many people,
much.
well, so many people in the beginning of this told me that I was intimidating, and I was like, I'm not, I promise. And I was like, I don't bite much, you know, unless you
I do
ask.
the same thing. I go, I don't bite much.
Kim, that's very
Yeah.
We love it.
Mhm.
But we hit 4K
Good.
through the song.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Really good.
Honestly, it's so good. We play it at the start of lives and stuff now, just while we're waiting for everyone to come in, because it's like,
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Hey, nice.
oh
Like, I
God,
did
TJ, what do you mean? TJ says
Okay,
I'm
just
not
call
done
Raven.
with the likes. Hey, Zosh. Hey, Riker. I'm excited to tell people. I'm scared, but excited.
Same time next chapter. Bring your favorite sins.
That's just an entire mood right there too. The whole song.
And like, you could just have it playing gently in the background and
Just put it on repeat.
Yeah. Yeah. They totally rocked it. Totally rocked it.
So good.
Love when they do that. Oh, the creativity
too.
of this community is just fantastic, between the graphics and the storytelling, and then people that use their voices and things like that. It's just it's like goosebumps, you know? It's always
Yes.
good. So, yeah.
I told him, I was like, I
biggest
haven't
of
found a
goosies.
song that you've done that I don't like. Simple as that. Like,
Oh my
That's
goodness.
great.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing too, when there's so much talent out there and then people start using the whole like thing. And I'm going,
Well, but
but
that's
why?
the thing. Like, one of the things I was talking to Danny Starr about it today, and like the number of projects that I've been involved in just in the last like 2 weeks, where I know so many people that are involved in the same. So I know the author, I know the cover designer, I know the editor, I know the narrators, I know and there's just, and it's not. I feel like the little corner of the internet that we found is like the best of the internet, because everybody just wants to help everybody. Like, and I'm going to throw Shiloh. I know she's in here under the bus, but like, Shiloh came to me and was like, listen, I think you should try this. And I tried the thing. And then she said, bet, I'm going to tell this person that you can do that thing. And then like, I then went to Trish and was like, oh, I know this person who knows this thing. And then Trisha went, and now you're here. And do you know, and it's just like this ever connecting circle where
That's all
everybody
Shiloh's
just wants
fault.
to
Got
help.
it.
Yeah. But where everyone just wants to help everyone. And I think when you hear so many horrible things about the world and horrible things about the space, I think this
why
little...
am I on a bus?
It's all right. You can be on our bus. Don't worry. You're under it. You're not on it, babe. You're under it. There's a difference.
Jen,
I just
you're
think we've
under
found like the best little spot on the internet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Shiloh and I mean, she and I are best buddies, and we also do a lot of work together. And it's one of those where she and I, a February Pisces and a March Pisces meets, kind of thing. And we love being able to help and develop and just share the information and the knowledge that we have. Because I think also, while we had people in our lives, regardless of what area of that lives is, we've always kind of have to be the ones that are doing the learning in order to do the thing, right?
Yeah.
So we don't really have had it very easy in the sense of like, in some of my cases, like I was like the first in a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm like going, great, I did it. I don't know how, but I did it.
Yeah.
I always
And
tell
then
so
they're
many
like, well, how do you
people
do it?
that.
I'm going, okay, let's teach, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that she and I are very passionate about in our retrospective things of always helping people, and we also both know that we don't got to do it all.
Yeah.
It's impossible for us to do everything, and that's inclusive of all of us, right? And so being able to find a community where we all have our little different niches and be able to celebrate all of ourselves and stuff like that is just fantastic. And so you know, Shell had been telling me about this girl named JoJo and this other girl named Trisha a few months ago, and I'm going, who they at? Who are they? I'm protected, right? And they're like, no, they've been so helpful. I'm like, but why? Why be so helpful? And stuff like that. And they're like, no, And JoJo's like the black, you know, like you guys are both very professional, but you also very, you know, you also look out for others. I'm going, oh, this kind of sounds familiar. Hold on. And then we kind of just started connecting, and I got with JoJo, and she got to meet me first, kind of thing. And it's one of those like, is she still around? Does she still like me? Okay, like, I haven't intimidated her, you know, or scared her off, kind of thing. Because I'm also the girl that's always like, oh, you're so intimidating. And go, me?
Right. Okay. That's the thing. It's like, hello. What do you mean? I'm like.
Well, the thing is that I don't blow smoke up people's butts.
Yes.
And I tell it like it is. And in a very loving way if it needs to be done that way. But I will also call you on your BS. Yeah. And so it's just one of those things where some people don't like that. I'm like, well, too bad, so sad. And I'm also known to burn bridges. So, yes. And things like that. So if that's what caused me being intimidated or mean or whatever you else you want to call me, okay, fine. I own it.
Yeah. Well, they smashed the 2K goal and we're now at 10K. Mm-hmm. So, Viviana, do you want to tell everyone what you did?
Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of introduction in case for those that are watching, they're like, who the hell is this chick?
Yes, please.
So my name is Viviana Izzo. I have been in the book world for about 15 plus years. I'm also known as Enchantress of Books because I started off as a reviewer and blogger, and that's kind of how I kept my handle across the many eons I've been doing this. And I am the owner and operator of the Audiobook Lovin Podcast, the Audiobook Lovin Series, which is a month-long event that happens in June because it is Audiobook Month. I am also the owner of Enchantress Bookish Brilliance, offering a bunch of services to authors and narrators. And then also the Sultry Listeners Awards, which is the only award out there for audiobooks that it is nominated and voted upon by the listeners and free.
Thank you. She does all of the stuff.
All of the stuff. Yes. And it kind of all started with the Audiobook Lovin Series between me and an older friend of mine who she owns her own business in Texas. So we started doing it together, and then, you know, responsibility and adulting happened. And she's like, I can't, Captain. I'm going, okay, fine. And I kept it on. And so the Audiobook Lovin Series, like I said, it's a month-long event. Every day there's something going on. Because a lot of people didn't know 15 years ago that June was Audiobook Month. And that's kind of how we started. And then, you know, did that for a few years. And then people were like, you should do a podcast. And I'm going, well, why? You know, again, second guessing myself, imposter syndrome. No one knows whatever the thing is. And then that's how the podcast came about. And now we are on season 12 of the series and season 7 of the podcast itself. So I was like, you know, I would love to expand and have it be more of not just a me, myself, and nobody else kind of thing. But not as a me bringing people on to be co-host, but like just the network, right? And the umbrella. So the news is, guys, that Tea Time has joined the Audiobook Lovin Network and will be under the umbrella of the Audiobook Lovin Series. So their show is going to be also now on podcasting as far as Spotify, Apple, Audible, all the places where you can listen to a podcast will now be available to them as well as joining in, because a lot of our thoughts and process align and stuff. And we also have very different but very similar ideas as far as, you know, how we do the thing. So I was just like, yay! Yay! I'm excited to bring you guys on board and have the network expand and just have it be where usually the podcast for me has always been every other Friday, because that's a lot. You guys know it's a lot of work, right? Behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
And so there's no edit. I mean, I do the editing. I sometimes have a part-time editor that does it, but I'm going, no, you know what? They can take the other Friday So we'll be alternating Fridays, and then you get the best of all the worlds and stuff like that. And so, you guys do a fantastic job talking to authors and narrators. And the two of you have such a unique dynamic too, as far as the friendship goes. And that brings another layer of things to this world of stuff. So I'm excited.
Oh, we are too.
Me too.
We're
Yeah.
so
Hey,
excited
Ray.
about it.
I can't
Yay.
like when obviously you first like asked me and like approached the subject, and you were like, go and speak to Trisha and like talk it out and decide amongst yourselves. And I was like, I already knew she was going to say yes, but I can't just say yes because I have to pretend I've actually spoken to her. So like she was asleep, and I rang her, and she was like this, like cross, not even. I was like, I need your camera on while I say this to you. And I said it once, and she just went, what? So then I had to repeat it, and she was like, I'm sorry, give me like 2 seconds because I think I might be dreaming. And then she sat up and was like, woke up a little bit, and she was like, right, now say that again.
We lost her.
She 100% swiped out of the app. 100%. So yeah, Trisha was very much like, I need you to repeat that again for a third time, because what did you just say? And we've been holding this in for
the most part ever since. Yeah.
So Trisha has redesigned the Tea Time logo and all of the things. So
there you go.
There we go. All of the old tea times will be taken and remastered and put onto all of the available places. So if you've missed any of the previous tea times, they will eventually
all be on there and on YouTube.
Yeah,
out into the world.
Yeah. And with June being audiobook month, it's the exact perfect timing to not only announce it, but also kick off the whole thing. And we're going to be utilizing their previous episodes and filling in the stuff like that. So, and people that are not on the TikTok app are not going to be able to listen and watch you guys. And so that's fantastic too.
Yes. Our future tea time will be included.
Well, and that's the other thing too. We have such different dynamics and stuff that an author and or a narrator can be on either one of the shows and still have a completely different experience.
Yeah.
And this has also been beneficial for everybody because they'll get the double exposure for those that have had, been listening to us as far as the podcast for such a long time, and for you. And it's still, again, it's such a win-win. And it's just, I'm so excited.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah,
that also means yours will be on there too. Fern is very just released their arcs for their first book, so we have them scheduled for the summer.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. We have such a different list of people that we know, right? Because I've been in this world for so long, and the authors that I know usually are the ones that have been all around a little bit longer. The narrators that are a bit more. That you guys are like, oh my God, about, and I'm going, great. I mean, but the thing is, we're always, oh my God, about all of them. So it's like, okay, what does that list look like? But you guys are also have the feet on the ground a little bit more and able to help out one of the newbie ones, and just have that whole kind of thing. And we'll probably do, crossover episodes too, where, you guys pop in this way, we pop in that way. We actually do love each other. So
well, and that's the thing, obviously you work in so many different areas in like the book space, and then obviously we are both involved in like the book space in so many different ways that they're not only are we going to be speaking to the Teddys and then Samantha Brentmores, but then we are going to be speaking to people like we have with Antoinette, who have only just released a book. So it's giving everybody the same opportunity, all of the baby authors and the indie authors and stuff, as well as the ones who are better known. And it's putting them all in the same circles.
Yeah, that's what we wanted from the get-go, of just being like, when we first had Antoinette, she was saying that, oh, why do you want me? I don't have a book out. We're like, what do you mean? You train police dogs, like you train canines, you did. There's so much more than just, okay, let's just talk about your book. So everybody gets that opportunity. And then within, like we did Cat King, and she was talking about wanting to get her books on audio. And within half an hour, her and Antoinette were hooked up for doing snippets.
Nice.
Yeah. So everybody gets that chance. And
yeah.
Well, usually I'm really excited.
Yeah, no, usually with you guys, it's because you guys are live, right? Like we are right now, right? It's happening in the moment. The comments are going. The podcast that I do is pre-recorded in the sense of before it gets to anybody's earbuds, it's been re-recorded. I try to schedule things close out, so when we do talk about a release or a book, it isn't like 6 months later. Or someone got recast or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It happens, folks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or things get pushed out. And so it's also going to be that interesting dynamic of having the, scheduling out a little closer, a little this and that, and just being able to just kind of capture all time and space. Continuums and all stuff like that. I've had people on the podcast that have no audiobooks yet. And they're like, but why? Exactly the same time I go, because I love your story. Doesn't mean that it's in that format. I mean, that's the whole concept, I guess, overall, but it's about loving the books. Yeah. So it's always exciting, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's the announcement. Now you guys can talk about it.
Yay! I am so excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Because obviously we already have, after we spoke, we went kind of through the list of people who had already kind of agreed to do tea times. And we cemented, so we have the whole of June cemented for who we're talking to for the whole of June. And we're now booking into July and September. So I missed a month out of there, but it's fine. We'll pretend August doesn't exist.
It's fine. It doesn't exist.
Forgot about a whole month. Listen, it's fine.
Yeah. I tend to disappear around August because that's usually where the Sultry Listeners Award starts. So.
Yeah.
I'll be at all the events in August, so, we'll have a little bit of time in between there, Yeah. Oh, thanks, Antoinette. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Antoinette.
Always, always, always here to support.
From day one. Day one, she's been here. And I mean, she's growing a whole human, so, please feel free to go and rest, Antoinette. That's...
Right?
Honestly.
Growing a human and still taking over the world,
Yeah. It's a lot, man.
Growing a human and still keeping Corvin King under control. That woman deserves a fucking medal.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, she's a PA.
It's great. I love it. Listen, she wrangled canines. She can do anything.
I know. I have such a soft spots for animals and stuff like that. I have my 4 dogs and I have my 2 cats and stuff like that. And in a different lifetime, I was like, I can do that as a career. I'm going, no, not doing that. And I have enough things to do. So I'm like, I want to play with puppies. But
that's ADHD. I can do that.
Well, I'm not starting any new hobbies.
TJ, 3D printing her baby is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's
hilarious.
That's such a beautifully accurate way to describe growing a child.
Yeah.
Yes. Just picturing it in the belly, just all the way up.
I love everything about this.
I like the fact that the 3 of us went near.
The thoughts did the same thing. The same thing.
See, I told you we were in tune.
See, this is how it works.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for this.
It is. It's going to be fun, and I think that being able to do it because the thing with social media is that at any moment, right, this app, this plat, and any of the other platforms can go bye-bye. Right?
Yeah.
And then when you've done all the work that you guys have done, and same thing with authors and narrators, I tell them the exact same thing. Do not ever rely on the socials to do the thing and keep you guys going. And so it's one of those where, at least now with the podcast, if all this stuff goes away, you guys still have everything and can continue to do the things. Yeah. And so that's
because there's other places you can go and hold the conversations that isn't here. So
exactly. Yeah. And that's the beauty of things like this, is because with the podcast, now people can listen to it in the car more easily, or as they're jogging, versus having to rely on being on an app and potentially get other ads and stuff like that, or whatever the cases are. But
and that's the thing, they don't always coincide with times people are around. Sometimes people are at work. Yes. It's they're feeding their kids. There's so many reasons why they can't join the actual live.
Yes.
And I know when we were speaking to when we spoke to Victoria Wilder, there were so many people that were like, oh my God, I wish I wasn't at work right now.
Yeah.
So knowing that they will have the ability to go and find that and listen to it and get all of the tea without having to be here and live. I'm so excited.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one of the best things. Because with Instagram lives, you could always save it. You lose all the comments though, unfortunately, right? And you're going,
it's the same as this.
And now recently now this has been done like this on this app, but the reality is that people don't really replay it after a while, right? It gets lost in the shuffle, it gets all this stuff, but now it'll be on a specific thing. We'll have playlists, people can go back and listen to things, and they can pick and pack and all the fun stuff, and then they can also cross over to one or the other, and like, oh, they like Sebastian York, well, I've had him twice, kind of thing. So it's just one of those. And again, 12 years of going back on things that people can catch up on now, because I love it when a listener goes, where have I been at? And then they name that they've just found out about this narrator, and they've been doing it for eons too. And I'm going, oh, you got a lot of catching up to do.
Right. Yeah.
But
12 years of episodes.
Things.
Yeah. I'm so, honestly, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. And then
fun.
Obviously we've been really, really lucky in regards to who we've had the opportunity to speak to on our own.
Yeah.
So then, obviously when we spoke to you and you were like, well, what's your wish list? Me and Trisha were like, fuck.
What do you mean?
Because I know people.
Yeah. So it's going to be awesome. And I cannot wait to not only to be able to cross names off the wish list, but then also to bring that to everybody that's kind of been
everyone else.
Yeah.
That's been in our circle, that's been supporting us from the minute we decided this was something we wanted to do. And so like knowing that they get to come and experience it and do all that fun stuff with us too is amazing.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Jojo, about putting it in the Discord, seeing if everyone else has almost like a wish list that maybe we could figure out with that too. Like anyone that they've like, yeah, we would love to see you guys talk to these people, because these guys have supported us literally since day one, every single time. So it's the least.
We'll do a little announcement because we need a poster, don't we? We need an Audiobook Lovin Presents. We need that.
Yes, I actually was working on that before. Brought in a lot of the elements of the Audiobook Lovin because everybody knows that kind of logo, but I'm like, it's a network kind of thing, and so it's one of those where I used it differently now, and it's going to be like the network.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because we'll have the tea time, and then we have the June series is almost a bit of a spin-off, so there's two, and who knows, maybe we'll as time progresses, if there's also a lot of our friends that are narrators and authors may want to do like a limited series, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to have to start from scratch and be like, get this. And I go, well, we have a network, so just have a limited series under us and then go from there. So
I think it's September's like Sapphic month or something like that.
Yeah.
And I know that Kate Clover was wanting to do like a Sapphic September with all female narrators just doing Sapphic stories. So like you said, it's things like that where if they had that idea, they can take it and turn it into a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing with podcasting is it's everybody always thinks, oh, I have to do the thing. The consistency is how things survive, right?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. People are like, oh no, I can't commit to that. Some people can't even commit to the basic stuff, let alone this. Come on. And so being able to, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to see about expanding it and having it be where everything falls under one umbrella and with the same concept, right? Overall theme. And then have maybe potentially different shows that are like affiliated with the Audiobook Lovin Network. And as you guys are my babies.
Mother.
look what we've done, and because some people want to have their own brand, and this is the other thing too, guys. Their show is not going to change. Okay, they are still owning and operating and doing the thing. I am not here to take nothing. I want them kind of thing. So. And we, like I said, we were already aligned in how we keep things as far as professionalism, and certain topics are not going to be discussed. There's nothing wrong with innuendos or like moments, right? But everything it's still them. That's not going to change. Tea time will always be tea time. It's just not going to be available more to the masses in a little bit of a different format. And also we'll have them on the website, so there'll be a home for them as well. So anybody that wants to be like, what was that? I don't have to go search on Google. They can just go to the website and be like, okay, there's the one I want to listen to. And then they can go there. Yeah. So
that's so exciting.
It is.
I know.
And there's so many opportunities. Yeah, it's exciting. And I love, like I said, I've always loved being able to help and bring other people together and connect people with stuff. And I think that people are going to really enjoy discovering how you guys do the things and listening to the people that you've talked to, as well as everybody else. And then your listeners figuring out, oh, look, that's Viv. Oh, we actually like her. She's kind of cool. And because a lot of people, it's amazing that no matter how long you've been around, this world is so big, right?
Yeah.
That there's always someone that's like, I didn't know this podcast existed. And I'm like, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's like, okay. And so it's just being able to just help out and be like, I didn't know that this Jason Clark's been there, Sebastian New York, Shane East actually had a mini series with us and stuff like that before. So his name was his show was Shane East Meets. I did not name that mouthful. Okay,
Shane East. That's a lot. That's a lot of syllables.
Yeah,
Shane East Meets.
There's a lot of that was a mouthful.
Yeah. Not
mine though. But it worked. So I was out of that. It was him and whoever his guest was, and I was like, yes, I get a break. And he was a cheeky fellow. Still is.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So there's those things that are like I've done it before, but they've been under not to this level. But it's that's why I'm like, this is gonna be fun again. So. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Yeah. Jinx.
I think we're going to be in this we're so excited moment for a little while, right?
100%. I don't know. I don't know if it'll wear off, to be honest, because so many really, really cool things keep happening. So,
well, when you're positive and you are a good person, and I know sometimes you can meet all the criteria: a fantastic individual, happy, supportive of others, and stuff like that, and things never feel like they're still aligning to your favor. And that totally sucks, right? But if there's ever an opportunity where you can be that help for someone, that is where, things start happening. And I'm so excited for the two of you in getting how you guys are growing, in your own individual rights and things like that. And then together as a collective, it's just, it's a good time.
It really is. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. I won't lie.
How many times we've said, when you're like, oh, I don't think it's ever going to wear off. It's not. It's not, because it's always going to be the next exciting thing that we're going to do,
Yeah. And there's a lot of things, too, that we're not talking about yet, but we will later.
Hey, Carmen.
I do like to
later. So many things that nobody's allowed to speak about.
Always.
Yeah. Some fall under NDAs, but whatever. Some do fall under NDAs, but our stuff is just we haven't finalized everything yet, so...
Respectfully, TJ, absolutely fucking not. I've got two. Right. I'm good.
Yeah.
I've done another cat. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still every once in a while a stray cat will come around, a kitten, or I see my stomach. I'm going, no, man, my Binks will not be happy with me if I bring
Binks wouldn't be happy with me either.
You have Binks too? Yeah. See,
and he's a chunky fat baby.
Trish is a Disney princess. She has cats. She has indoor cats. She has outdoor cats. She has crows. She has a skunk. She has a fox. Okay. And they know her. And they she's honestly.
We have the pet lion.
Okay, TJ, bet if I win the lottery, TJ, I'll buy you a lion.
Yeah, it's funny. I always see you see the videos on socials, and I'm like, oh, who's a cute kitty? And I'm like, I said, I'll go, babe, can I have the kitty? And he goes, that is not a kitty, that is a panther.
Yeah, and what do you mean? Of course it is.
It's a kitty.
It's still purrs.
A tiger. It's a kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
its name will be.
But see, that's where Trish and I are very similar. I have my dogs, and I have the cats, and then I have the ones that are outdoor that love to visit, and then I also have raccoons, crows, eagles, I have and then I also have birds and butterflies that come around and literally are always like knocking on my window. I'm like, what do you want to tell me now?
That's literally
like the lottery numbers, because I'll listen to those.
One of the crows literally sits right outside my window and yells at me until I go feed him. And there was like a few days where I'm on live and then he starts yelling and they're like, oh, it's time to go feed the crows. And I'm like, I already did. And I go out there and he literally just yells at me and then I talk back to him and then he yells at me again and I talk back to him and then he flies away and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you just wanted to chat. Like that's what it feels like.
They do that between and the woodpeckers and I also have some hawks too that they're like, and then squirrels that do the squirrels. They're like, I'm going,
yeah,
and I'm going, oh, just tell her that you like her. Just tell her you like her. You know,
well, it was so funny. Like when JoJo was saying about the skunk. When we first were renovating our garage, my husband and my father-in-law were in the garage working, and the babiest of skunks, he was about this big.
You're so cute.
He came waddling into my garage, and they kind of like, all right, like follow me outside of the garage, you know, and they walked him out to the backyard, went back in, kept working. He walked right back into the garage. They walked him out again. He came back, and then my father-in-law ended up, because he just followed you wherever you went. My father-in-law went down my hill all the way to the end of my street, which is a while, walking around the cul-de-sac, and the skunk was still following him. My husband drove all the way down there, picked up my father-in-law in our truck, brought him back to my house, and there comes the skunk following right back up my driveway. So we fed him cat food, and he stayed ever since, and we named him Skank the Skunk. And yeah. And now he's huge.
I need to get a sticker.
Yeah. Oh, we
love everything about that.
Yeah.
We have all sorts of animals. Like when we moved in, we had a groundhog and we named him Harold. And he has lived at my house for like 3-4 years. And then all of a sudden Harold had a Mrs. Harold, and then they had 2 babies and we named them Tater and Tot. And then Harold and then we're pretty sure that, you know, Harold unalived, but then we had the little Tater Tots, and now we have another groundhog back there, so we're convinced it's, you know, Tater and Tot just taking over Harold's domain, you know.
Yeah. Yep. That's for a while there we had the kitties too, and it's like they swear they send out memos and they're saying he's the lady in the corner of the house, he's a sucker for kids. I mean kids meaning like the little ones as far as kittens and doggies and puppies and stuff like that. They'll feed you and they're like, meow. I'm like, oh god. We've also had sometimes like, and I live in Florida, so there's even been spiders too sometimes, and I'm going, listen, honey, if I don't see you, I can't do anything about you. So figure out
but
my schedule.
If I see you, that is another matter. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
I've got a hedgehog. That counts. I've got a head. We have a hedgehog in the garden. I've only recently discovered that you guys don't have wild hedgehogs. I was flabbergasted. We just have hedgehogs because this lady, she went viral over here because she moved to London and she found a hedgehog in her garden and freaked out. She puts the hedgehog in a box and goes and knocks on all the neighbours' doors to ask them if they've lost their hedgehog, and they're all looking at her like, hedgehogs, put the fucking hedgehog back, like leave him alone. That's probably where he lives, because she didn't know that wild hedgehogs were a thing. So she went and tried to return this hedgehog to these people without realising that they're native here. And they're like,
wow.
It's just wildlife.
So funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it depends on where you're at sometimes, especially if you move. I remember someone that moved to my area, and they're like, why are there boars? I'm like, yeah, we have wild boars. And we have bears, and we have panthers, and we have snakes, and we have a bunch of other things sooner or later we're going to figure out, because it's Florida.
Yeah, everything's in Florida, and nobody knows why. You know, it's just there.
We have badgers, but that's about. Hey, Lucas, that's about as adventurous as it gets.
Yeah, exactly.
we don't really have anything dangerous.
Bear.
Hey, Lucas.
Our bears are normally up in the mountains over here, like, you know, Maryland, Virginia, all that. But then we were down in, we have a bridge about 15 minutes from us. And then over the bridge, there was a bear just hanging out on the side of the road on the other side of the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's by a beach, by the Potomac. Like, what sense does any of it make?
He's on holiday.
It was,
holidays.
and we had otters in the river, obviously, but like the fact is that we live technically kind of like city, so seeing otters when you're out, it doesn't make sense with it. We've got stingrays, dolphins, all of it in the river.
Mm-hmm. We have dolphins that are on the coast, and when we went to Wales on holiday a couple of years ago, there was orca, but that's only been recent, and that's just because obviously the seas are heating up, so they can come here. But wildlife is boring.
Gators, crocodiles, bears. They all love the pools. They like to come in there, and some of them will actually sit on some of those pool, pool noodles and stuff like that.
That is some of my favorite social media content is like people who open their door and there's just a fucking bear in the hot tub, like just chilling. I'm I need one of those.
When they first moved into their house, she was by herself, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden she hears like banging on the door, and then she was like, "What is that? I'm alone. I'm in the woods. Like, what do you mean?" So then she opens the door, and there is this massive alligator snapping turtle at the door, and it was banging its head on the door, right? So she slams the door closed, and she starts watching it, and it starts going through her garden and everything. It made its way to the backyard and went right in the pool. And this thing's massive, and you can't do anything about it because it'll bite your arm off, like.
Yep, that's crazy.
We have the crocs and the gators that do that here too. They just slide on in, get there and swim, and then you're at the bottom. You're going, okay, we're not going swimming today.
So that's lives there now. That's never been ever. I think the worst is if you're in the city. Sometimes you have to be careful of the foxes. Like if you leave your windows open and stuff. Sometimes the foxes will come indoors, but that's about it.
Yeah, and then we have coyotes too. It's another one.
Yeah, we have coyotes too.
Coyotes, yeah.
We're so bored.
They go, "That's a puppy." That's not a puppy. It's not a puppy.
Oh, you got a beehive. That was cute. That was cute. Do you know my favorite thing yesterday? I was talking to Shiloh yesterday, and she was like, "I don't even know how to give. Like, I don't know what to do." And I said, "Well, like explain to her how to find like your balance and how to like exchange like whatever you've got in your balance so that you can gift things to people." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, all of those gifts that people send like translate into funds like TikTok." And she was like, she had no idea until we spoke about it yesterday. I was like, "What did you think they were for?" She was like, "I just thought they were cute."
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to go about adding the things and kind of get that monetization going. But I'm also like, I just want to come on here and talk. A lot of the stuff is more work. I'm like, I have enough work to do. I gotta do what do I have to do next? I have Corrupt Me by N. Slater got recorded, so I got to go listen to it, audio proof it. And it's a quadruple song, with shifters, or not shifters, but I prepped that one. That was an interesting one because there's like 3 male narrators and the femme girl, and they're all together. So one of those Omega verses is fun. Yep. And so that's one of the things I got to do. So it's like I don't want to deal with all the ticky-tacky things. I just want to go in there and do the thing and just hang out.
Well, they gave me a subscription button on here at like 1,000 followers, maybe like 800 followers. I remember being live when I got the notification. They were like, "Hey, we gave you a subscription channel. Here's how to set it up, and here's how you can charge people a month, and this is what you can do on it." And I was like, who would want to listen to me talk every day and pay for it? And then, I was going to say, and now look at what I do now with all that.
Yeah,
I remember flipping out. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you gave me a subscription button? Why? Like, I have a subscription button, and then they put me in, like, the TikTok shop thing for money. I've never touched it.
Yeah, the same thing. I have a Patreon for the podcast. So it's one of those,
I've somehow got books, in, like, the TikTok shoppy bit. And there's somehow books in there. But, like, they're just books that I've gone and I've had a look on, like, HarperCollins. I'm like, oh, I might buy that book. And then I come out and suddenly they're in and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I did. I don't know how they're there. I've no idea. They just appeared. I'm like, I don't know what button I pressed. But there's books.
Yeah. I'm always looking like, please don't press the wrong button. I don't have any fun right now or something like that. That's my biggest thing. Yeah.
We did a tea time once, and I meant to share the tea time out to everybody so that they could come and join it, and didn't accidentally send it, so that I invited them all. So everybody that joined the live came up in a box, and I had to kick them back out of the live. So
you just had to end the live.
I just had to end the live and restart it because everyone kept coming up. I was like, oh fuck!
Like, we are invited. We can partake.
And it was just because I'd pressed the wrong button.
Sorry.
I was like,
yeah, we don't want you.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 3 audiobook preps to do, and then Miss Ellis, who's just hopped in, I've got her book to edit, and then she wants me to prep it because they're doing a graphic audio, but she's doing what she did for book 1, and it's a like an independent graphic audio, so they're doing it all themselves. Okay. So she wants me to help prep that, which is very exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, but I mean, Alice. I totally get that whole mentality of like, who's gonna want to listen, you know, and some of that. I mean, to this day, I swear, no one knows about the podcast. No one even listens to them, kind of stuff like that. But I know they do because they tell them. And I was just talking to Walker Williams, who's a narrator, and he's gonna be, I think, episode 2 in June, as far as the narrator goes. And he's like, "Yeah, I listened to the podcast." I'm going,
"You do what now?"
I know. And then he's like, yeah. And then he like, I would ask a question and he was sliding, yeah, because you know, like the guilty pleasures and stuff like that. I'm going, okay, you can just go ahead, talk.
Because he, oh my god, he actually does listen.
Yeah, she listens, and I was like, oh, I got another guest going rogue. I'm like, love it. But it was just nice and stuff. But I do have a Patreon, and that is one I think that talk about imposter syndrome, about getting someone to like, why would anybody want to pay? But I'm like, well, we do have exclusive content there. We have the Would You Rather, where I'm the meanest bitch ever, and I make them choose between 2 things. One of the questions I will tell you guys is, would you rather have a personal chef or a personal masseuse?
Ooh.
Right? And
masseuse.
Yeah.
I've got a chef. His name listen, I've got a chef. His name is Mikey.
Yeah.
See, I do all the cooking, so you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then another was like, if you were on a desert island, would you rather be on a desert island alone or with someone you don't like? And so
we've talked about that one before.
Yeah. And so how they go about answering, you never know. You never know. And so that's one of the segments that's exclusive. The other one is dinner party. Like, if you could invite any 3 guests, who would they be and why to your dinner party? And that is always a fun dynamic conversation. And then one of the newer ones, which I love, is the fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, we do that every time on ours.
Yeah. Yep. Of the characters you either have written if you're an author, or of a narrator that you voiced. And they are hilarious.
I've been told to fuck off more than once by an author because they're like, what do you mean you want me to pick? You want me to choose?
An ungodly amount of times.
Like, what is wrong with you? And then ML Burns totally cheated and chose to unalive the person who can reincarnate. I'm like, that's cheating. She's like, yeah, but she'll come back to life, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I give it to them as homework when it comes down to the dinner party, the fuck, marry, kill, and during the episode we also do the 2 twists and a lie, just so we don't have dead air, or they don't hate me because they're like, don't make me choose. At least they have time to figure out.
Oh no, we ask them on the spot, and they're like, what's going on? And we're like, okay, but what's your answer? We're like, come on.
Yeah, well, because I was gonna say Mel Burns makes like little cards for every character that she creates. So, like top trumps. She has like a top trumps card for every single one of her characters that she's ever invented. In detail. So you've got the photo of them with the artwork and their age, their date of birth, their height, their eye color, their favorite things.
Yeah.
Like for every character in like a fucking file of facts thing. So she was like, wait a second, let me bring up my fact file. So she was flicking through them while we were on. She was like, no, I can't pick that one. No, I can't pick that one. That one comes back to life. I'll unalive that one.
Becomes almost like a D&D game a little bit there.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's exactly what it was. D&D sheets for all her characters. It was so good.
Yeah. It was important for them to kind of keep a little track of that. The book Bibles are important for that reason, because heaven forbid the guy that, the main character had blue eyes in chapter 1 now has brown eyes, and then in chapter 6 has a different one, but in book 4 they changed again. So it's like
his eyes just change colors. It's fine.
It's
all depending on his mood. Yeah.
And this is not a paranormal, so we can't use that as an excuse.
No, it's fine.
So,
it's fine.
but yeah. Those are those little things.
Yeah, TJ, I say my brain couldn't allow me to do that, but
Jojo,
since I started the whole edit prep shenanigans and have discovered my love for a fucking spreadsheet, I 100% would be all over that. I have turned into a bejesus in massive whore for a spreadsheet. I am
color coded.
It's so good. They are. They're color coded. I've got little fucking drop down boxes. Oh, they're sexual.
Multiple tabs.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was saying,
I love me a good spreadsheet, girl. I remember when I showed you mine for the prep script. You were going, oh.
It was ridiculous.
Her spreadsheets turned me on.
Yeah, lady in the slippers.
You're not the only one. It's great. Yeah, in the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Wait, it was like when I did that prep and you rang me and you were like, so where's this? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? And then it was because somebody hadn't realised that the spreadsheet had tabs and you were like, yeah, it's all there, babe. I've never ran. I was firstly in the bath when she messaged me, so totally nude. Jumped out of the bath, threw on I don't even think I dried myself properly, threw on my clothes, ran downstairs, whipped open the laptop and was like, FaceTime me right now, and was like on my laptop, like, look, this is all of the stuff, because I was like, oh my God, I've done it wrong. It's all wrong. Oh my God, she's going to hate me. And then and she's like, no, I knew you'd done it right, but I just had to clarify to make sure that there wasn't like a glitch. It's like, I've hyperventilated, and it was just because whoever I'd given the spreadsheet to hadn't realised that there was multiple tabs across the bottom of the spreadsheet.
Well, it's like,
they were a little, I will share with you guys, they were a little bit like, some of this information is missing, and my immediate, I was going, the fuck it's not. I know Jojo did it. It did it, but I was like,
breathe.
And so I'm like, hey Jojo, just so we are clear. And go, and she's like, no, it's there. And some of that, I didn't know I gave you a heart attack. I would have waited. And then the reply back was, if you look at the spreadsheet and look on the multiple tabs that are underneath there.
Well, I have to pay royalty payment to these authors, and it's the same thing. I have it all. Each quarter is under. I have it under one author, and each quarter is under a tab, and then each year is the one file. And that's that, and I can send it right over.
Yep,
makes it simple.
You try, you try. You try to make it simple for them, and still they figure it. They're like, where is it going?
Listen, reading is hard.
Yeah. It's not like you get paid to read or anything. It's fine.
I have learned that with the narrators, because you guys do a lot of the reading and having to focus on what is being said. So, you don't miss a line. When it comes down to communications, I do try to shorten it and do more bullets and stuff like that, itemize the things so that you guys are not reading another thesis statement with all the instructions, right?
Yeah. It was like yesterday, when I was recording, I was doing a bear attack when I was doing it. And I was going through and I was like, okay, I just realized it got too late. I was like, I'm done. I can't record any more of this. I was just reading it like a thesis statement, like you said. And it's something brutal with all of that. I was like, bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I'm like, no, I don't want it anymore. I'm tired.
It's like, that doesn't sound like a bear attack. That sounds the instructions on how to attack as a bear.
Yeah. and not the fun kind of instructions. Like I did a panel at an event where I had the narrators that we were working with and stuff like that, and it was one of those, literally gave them different instructions, like a recipe, how to unscrew a thing from the wall, whatever, and they had to do it in a narrator kind of voice and sexy and stuff like that. So it was fun. But also that's when you get tired though, and you're just like the words start mixing together. Your mouth is, you're going, I'm done.
That's exactly where it was. I was like, I'm out of here. Bedtime.
I'm done. Yeah.
I think it was like 3:00 in the morning by the time I shut the computer off. I was like, nope, that's enough for today.
Yeah.
That's fair. I had to put a note in, because obviously I'm do all the bits and bobs with Kensington, and I had to put a little note in the Instagram group yesterday, and I said, just so some of you know, I know you're messaging me and you're like, oh, it's only 9 p.m, it's fine. That's 3:00 in the morning for me. So just know, 100% probably asleep, or at least attempting to sleep. So they all replied, they were like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I'm like, no, it's fine. Just know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm in the UK. And they were like, oh, okay, thank God. We didn't realise that you, I was like, I didn't know the accent wasn't a dead giveaway, but you know.
I mean, people don't, they travel, JoJo. They live other places.
French Nico lives in Georgia. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, but he says American things.
Yeah, but he sounds so French.
That is true. He is so French. So French.
He is so French.
Although my uncle moved from here to Canada. And he was born in Glasgow. So he's got a really, 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 like, my mum was the only one of the 8 kids that was born in England. And so his accent, incredibly, incredibly Scottish. He's been over in Canada now for 15, 20 years. He came back over last year for like a family function or whatever. And his accent is the weirdest amalgamation of Canadian and Scottish you have ever heard in your life. It's so fucking weird. So it's like broad Scottish. And then he's like, I'm going for gas. And I'm like, what happened to your voice? It's so funny. So, like, because he says all of like the American Canadian words with the American/Canadian accent, but then the rest of the words out of his mouth are like a broad Scottish accent.
It's so weird.
His accents have like merged, and it made me really uncomfortable. I was like, I'm going to need you to fix that. Go back,
Stop
one.
it.
Just, it's not like our friend Diana. Obviously, she's from Serbia, but she's lived in Ireland for 15 years. So her accent's this really like cute, like Irish twang in the middle of like this with the Serbian accent, and it gels. It's nice.
Yeah.
His accent, on the other hand, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. There's certain, well, Scottish is very, very, guttural a little bit, and then they talk really, really fast, and then you add in the Canadian, and then they have how they do their vowels, and their pacing is really different. The thing with the language is always fascinating. I tend to not mimic, but if I'm in a place long enough or I'm talking to someone long enough, the accent starts mirroring on my end, and I pick it up really quick. And I'm sorry, I'm not making fun. It's just it happens on society.
That is a very common thing here. Very, very, very. If I'm with Artemis for too long and the Oklahoma starts coming out in her, then the Oklahoma comes out in me, and then she thinks I'm making fun of her. Then, our friend Nico, it's the same thing. He very much can mimic JoJo's accent, like to a T with it.
Shiloh does
so
it.
Good. Yeah, Shiloh's really good at it too.
Shiloh, when I'm talking to Shiloh, she when she's narrating or she knows I'm in the basement, and she needs to like break out of whatever the brain isn't braining or her voice isn't doing what she wants it to do, and then she'll throw the British out there, and then she apologizes to me for doing it. And I'm like, no, don't stop. I love it.
No, I remember the first time that when she was saying that she wanted your DJ. British. I remember that.
Yeah, I taught Raven Wildwood how to say February in an English accent, because she was doing a book. Yeah, because we say Feb, you, re, 3 different sounds like that. But she was the only word in the whole sentence that she was doing where the American kept coming back out. And she was like, I need you to type it phonetically how you say it. Because whatever she was getting when she was going and using the Google tools or whatever it is that they use to get the accents, just wasn't helping. So I typed it in, and she said it obviously how I typed it, and she was like, thank fuck, you're not allowed to leave. You need to stay here, because if I have any more English questions, I need you to give me them.
I love Raven. She's so great.
I get the same thing sometimes with the Spanish ones, and then there's like, well, okay, but great, they're Spanish, but like from where? And they're like, it's Spanish. I'm going, no. Mexicano is different from a Chile, it's different from an Argentinian, all cute. And they're like, I'm going, find out.
Yeah, pick one.
So, they find out, where is the character from, you know, because there's been times where I'm calling my friends that's from Puerto Rico. I'm like, how do you say this? Because this is how I say it. And that's not how they want it. They want Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm recording a book now and it just says European in it and like European accent and that's it. And I'm like,
oh yeah, Brazilian. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, you got Roche and then there's a lot of there. I mean,
there's literally nothing else to this girl besides European on there. So I'm like,
so pick one.
Pick
your favorite.
Right.
Pick your favorite.
The way my brain would be like, pick the most obnoxious one. I'd be like Switzerland, you know, like the guy from fucking Frozen. Yoo-hoo, family.
Yeah, the problem is when that person is the character in the next book, and then you're like, hello, hi, they're like, no.
See, European usually means Switzerland.
It all depends on if you're like, oh yeah, they're Scottish. I'm like, or they're British too. I'm like going, but where in England are they from? Where?
Yeah,
and they're going, I'm like,
they're just from England. What do you?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, listen, I'm gonna let them
my accent is the way it is because obviously I grew up surrounded by Scottish people, and then I moved from here to the other side of England where everybody sounds like they drive tractors. There's like proper farmer country.
Okay.
So I used to sound like that. And then I moved back here. So my accent is like this weird amalgamation because I moved around a lot as a kid of just all of the accents. So like, but if I go back to where I grew up and speak to people from there, my accent will change to kind of match theirs.
Yeah, you code switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
just saw this whole documentary regarding like the southern accents here in the United States, and you have like Savannah, Georgia, and then you have Atlanta and stuff like that. And then even it's further deeper in the mountains, and they're like, yeah, they're all basically a British, you know, the differentiation from it because we had people came over, and so all that southern thing is like, oh, that makes sense now. I'm like, okay, that's why it sounds nothing alike, but at the same time.
I agree, TJ.
Oh, hold on.
I think this needs
TikTok
to happen.
wants me to prove that I'm a real person. Please hold. There we go. Because apparently we weren't proof. This isn't proof that we're real. I have to slide the jigsaw puzzle.
Nope.
Oh. Well, I thought the jigsaw puzzle was for the hour mark, more or less. Wasn't it?
So
like
it's kind of random. So, I go live every day and they, I guess, think that I'm not real when it comes to it because I've actually started lives and it immediately shows up. But sometimes it's like back to back to back. Like I'll have like 2-3 times where it's like I gotta answer. But also, I am guilty of falling asleep on live sometimes. So like, then the puzzle goes off and then it's like, oh hey, you're not here anymore. It's kind of like the Netflix. Like, are you still watching? Like no.
Like stop asking.
Just let me listen to my Netflix in peace and I'll fall asleep with it. It's fine. But I have to like confirm that I'm still watching my own live apparently. And when I don't, it times out and then it kicks everybody and it's great.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10 when that happens, everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine. Well, it's like I had a live one time where I had 21 people in the basement chat asleep. And I was like, because so many people talk to me and tell me how like this is a comfort thing for them. They can listen to me just talk and fall asleep every time. Like when I was banned on TikTok for a week, we had people who were actually messaging me with pictures of our YouTube channel. And they were like, my comfort space isn't open, so I'm going here instead. And they were just watching our tea time lives. And, because they were like, I fall asleep listening to you every single night. So when I realized I had 21 people in there, I was like, well, I can't shut it off now. They're all in their little comfy spot. So I just turned on the movie.
Then when you close the live, it throws them into random people's lives.
Sometimes, yeah. Not every single time.
Wow.
Like, yeah, there's times where we'll do a Tea Time Live and I had the Tea Time account open with their photo if we have one on my iPad. So if we end the live, it doesn't always throw the Tea Time account into the next live, I've noticed. it'll just be like, you know, Trisha ended the live or JoJo ended the live. So I don't know, but if I like certain people, like if I have Raven sleeping in there, I'm not ending the live. Like, you know, the amount of people that have fangirled over him just in mine alone, I'm not doing that to him. No. Like
TJ, I need you to know that the record for a Tea Time Live currently goes to Rob Morea. And that was 4.5 hours before I logged off, and that was only because it was 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And then they stayed live after I went to bed. So
Rob said, I told Rob the other day, I was like, hey, listen, Rob, you have competition. Somebody almost has gotten to yours. You know, we were talking about to Ray Porter for about 3 hours. And then he was like, oh no, I'm going to have to come back and claim my spot. I was like, no, we didn't get there. It's fine. You're still, and he's like, yes, King of Tea Time. And I was like, well, when I see you this summer, I'm going to give you a crown or something. And he was like, perfect. And then I told him, I was like, so going forward, we'll just tell everybody once we get about that 10-minute mark, you know, right before it crosses into Rob territory, we're like, okay, so middle of the sentence, you're done. You know? Sorry, we can't go any further than that. That is Rob's spot. That's his time, you know? No, he was cracking up and he was like, I need to come back and claim my crown.
We're talking to Vera Fox in a couple of weeks' time, and her, obviously because she's got kids and all that sort of stuff, so she can only go live at like certain times in the evening. So I was like, don't worry. She was like, yeah, but you know, you're in the UK, it's going to be late. I will nap. I'll have a little nap, and then I'll just stay up with you guys. It's fine.
Exactly. TJ, I could 100% spend an hour just talking about different flavors of energy drinks. Have you met me?
Trisha wishes she was sponsored by Alani. Wishes.
Yep. Fueled by caffeine and chaos, my guy. Like,
yeah. It's one of those sometimes when they're like, hey, what do you want to talk about? I'm going, I can give a TED Talk in just about anything, so pick a topic.
Did you say how many cans do I have, JoJo?
Yeah, right now, I mean, like, it's space.
Within arm reach, I got one. I think only 2 this time. Within arm reach.
Yeah, we were talking to, because obviously Ray Porter did Project Hail Mary, and obviously was the voice of Rocky. We had a whole conversation with him about what his favorite rock was. It was fucking glorious.
Yeah,
he likes his crystals and his rocks.
It was great.
It was marvelous.
But you know, after our live with him, that conversation continued even when we were asleep, JoJo. We were talking about our favorite rocks, crystals, and minerals and all that when we had Corbin, and I think Carmen was in there for that one too. But we were all just sitting there talking. Yeah, right? Like, we were all sitting there talking about our favorite rocks.
Mine are all top shelf or over there in front of the TV.
Mine are in my actual office, not under my Harry Potter stairs, but, you know, they're there. I can go run and grab them all.
I mean, I've got this.
Wait. Hold on. I've got Lord Schlongington.
I've got some rose quartz that's nice and to hand.
See?
There you go. He's got a little crown.
Yep. Got my selenite, and I got some of my other ones. See? Yeah, I have them everywhere around the house, but this is like my office space, so it's like a little more. There we go.
I got some. My selenite is on my shelf with my Harley LaRue, Santana Knox, and Bryn Weaver books, next to some teeth, some bones, and an urn with a dead person in it.
Stay.
Nice. Yeah, I have all over the place and stuff. Depends on, I mean, all over my house. They're somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to balance my dragons. Don't mind me.
So when I'm like, yeah, let's start talking about it. Like, yeah. But I'm also the girl that like just because it's cute. Look, it's a pepper salt shaker, and I got it for Halloween.
Wait, it matches my cup.
Yeah. I have one too.
See? Oh yeah, I have a bunch of cups that are like that. I'm the one like, oh look. I have all that stuff out a year long.
The kids got me these, but I got a black one, a pink one, and a silver one to put on my shelf. And then
you're gonna make me go get my little cats out.
Mikey's contribution to the table to my bookshelf is this, and it says thermally challenged. Today's forecast is mainly moaning about the temperature. And I feel like that's just, you know, on brand with me as a person.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites, and it's very appropriate as far as Little Witch's Hat. So, Those crystals.
All right.
Wait,
yeah.
Go.
look.
See?
I have the black cat version of that, JoJo.
Yeah, see? Mm-hmm.
I'm on the hunt now
They're
to
the
find it. I literally have the black cat one of that. It's so cute.
Do you like my duck?
Yeah.
Look at my duck.
Ah, see, that's cute. Yeah. All the things.
They're
We
Right?
are
all
the
cult
same.
cuties, and I love them.
Yeah. See, this one actually lights up. Does it still light up? Yeah, see?
Oh my god.
I love
that we're sitting here showing each other trinkets. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
So most people
Send me
know
that one. Quit your wishing.
that's amazing. Most people know I broke my back. Yeah, most people are aware that I'm like held together with metal. So one of my I was complaining one day, and one of my friends was like, "Do you know what?" I was like, I just need a new fucking spine because mine is fucked and it's killing me, and I just, it's really
idea what you're
really
gonna bring
starting
over.
to. It's really starting to get to me. So I also have a spine.
That's incredible.
Oh, you got a spare?
So yeah, when my spine broke, they sent me a spare
Oh,
one.
no.
That's
So I've got a spare
awesome.
spine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sad I couldn't find my little cult cutie cat. It's the
Oh,
same as your
no.
little frog, and
Yeah.
it has to be in my office somewhere, but it's the same as your little frog with the little witch's hat and the little, it's so
Yeah, and
cute.
then I've got
Yeah.
I've got two over there. I've got two. Wait, where's the other dog? Maybe he's somewhere. Oh, he's there.
Oh, cute. Puppy.
And then there's one that's up there. That he's got like a little steampunk hat on and a jacket and.
All right, I'm going to have to put my bookshelf together today just so I can add all these things to my bookshelf. And, they're like my little dragon that I got at a Polycon from somebody. And then somebody gave me this little guy, and he looks like he did all of the,
Oh, cute. Yeah.
his eyes are a little blown
TJ's
out. Like,
TJ, what do you mean no? What do you mean no? I may or may not have a penis with a top hat and a monocle. We're not to
I have
50k,
one
so
too.
no one's
We
allowed
have
to
matching
leave.
ones.
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
okay,
that's
TJ.
fine.
So between,
no one's allowed-
between the crystals, I also have the oils and then other jars and stuff. I mean,
Yep.
it's an interesting household.
So I was going to tell you guys, I sent the live to Raven when we played the Tea Time song. Raven, we did our announcement today, and we're going to be on a full-blown podcast with Miss Viviana here, and, may or may not be using the song you made for us. But I sent it to him, and I was like, we're talking about you, and while we were all talking, I see the DM come down, and it's like, what did I do?
Well, because during so what happened was during our conversation about like, do y'all want to do this and what does that look like, and we're going on through the information. I was like, okay, well, make sure you have your graphics, and then for the podcast, as far as it being on Spotify and other place, we'll need to have an intro and an outro and maybe some music, and Trisha was like, I have the song.
Yes, TJ.
You got it.
Yes,
TJ. Raven Knight made that.
Yep. And so when we started, they pulled out the song there. Now we were all going, it's so good. It's so good. I'm like, they wrote that? They did all that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, damn.
Oh, he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best surprise ever. The minute he was like, hey guys, check your messages. We're like, what?
Yeah. I
TJ,
do like doing that.
He's in the chat, Teach. Just send
shout
him
out
a
him
DM.
on there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll shout at him for you, TJ. Don't worry. TJ actually, fun fact to the people that are still here, TJ actually broke my Lit RPG V-plates.
I love that.
Because I hadn't listened to a Lit RPG before or read a Lit RPG before. And then he gave me an ALC for his Golem Master series. And that was the very first Lit RPG I'd ever listened to. It was Jessica 3, and I can't remember them. I can't remember the male narrator, and that's terrible.
That's my girl.
But I remember Jess because Jess is one of the homies. TJ, who was the male narrator? Tell me, please. My brain's got. Was it Dennis?
The day
Daniel,
that Jess
that
and
was
I
it.
met. The day that Jess and I met, it was really funny because Corvin's been a fan of hers for a while before they had officially met each other. And he's always wanted to do lit RPG. And he came into my live and he's like, this funny thing happened that I was talking to somebody. I told him I really like Jessica 3. They were really good friends with her. They told her that I said that, invited her to the live. We got to meet. It was great. We got off really great. You know, it was so much fun. We had a great time. She joined my live right after that. And immediately, Jess and I were like, oh my God, we're going to be best friends. We're going to go ice skating together in New York, and we're going to go have girls trip, and we're going to go have dinner, and we're going to do all the things. And like every time we see each other, we're like, oh my God, I love you. And we've talked about co-writing a cozy vampire book together and everything. Like, she's
so funny.
We just got off right away.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about the lives that you guys do, regardless if it's for tea time or some of the other stuff. Like yesterday, I jumped off on Artemis and stuff like that. It's just having that conversation and it's like, I got answers. I think it was my my comment, and then like brought up and
after you left yesterday, somebody said, they were like, obviously I've heard you talk about Viviana before, and I've heard you say, you know, about the information that she has and the things that she does. She said, but it was like, it's different hearing it like through the grapevine and actually witnessing the fact that somebody isn't just blowing smoke up somebody's ass, and this person actually does know what the fuck they're talking about. And I was like,
surprise! Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, so the thing is, and the reality is, and the sad truth is that there's always people out there that think that they're the experts or think that they have the right answers without even realizing, even with the best of intent, that what they're saying is totally wrong or it's not completely accurate, right? And so we live in that world where, yes, Google is your friend, but that's very overwhelming, right? And then we have the situation where we have a lot of people that are literally are talking out of their asses because they just want the whole, I know what I'm talking about crown, right? Yeah. And then there's others that are really, really trying to educate and stuff like that, but maybe they're not on socials or they're doing other things. And so I was just happy to be able to jump on there and be like, well, okay, what happened was this is why.
And then what was funny is Tony whipped out his notebook. He was like that.
He did.
I love Tony so much. He's so wholesome. That man is so wholesome. It's great. Yeah. I'm glad he sat there and took notes because he is trying to grow his brand, and you know we're working on that together. I'm talking to his photographers now about doing merch for him and everything. So it makes me really happy that he actually.
Yeah, he's definitely willing to like listen and learn and stuff. But what was funny is obviously he did that photo shoot for the leather stuff.
Yeah,
and he posted one photo and it was just with the trousers, and we were in the live yesterday and I was like, if you don't post the other photos, and then obviously everybody else was in the live was like, what do you mean the other photos? I was like, he knows what pictures I'm talking about. I need you to post the other photos for the world to see them. So then he posted them and I just commented, I was like, good boy.
See, so next time, have him post the one photo, right? And then say, I will post the next one when I reach the next milestone in followers. And then that way it goes in and they can grow like that and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay. Because people just sometimes don't know. It was nice to see him like taking notes and going, wait, you're paying attention? Because the reality too is that we have a misconception of individuals, right? We assume sometimes that certain roles, like a model or even a narrator, stuff like that, they don't know the thing, or they're just in it for the oh, you're so hot moment, right? And to really find people that are wanting to grow the business, regardless of what that business is nice. And to be looked at and going, oh, okay, you are taking, look at you, you're taking notes.
Like, you're actually listening.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good that they were listening and stuff like that. I've had a few people sometimes try to question it, and I'm going, good luck. I've been around too long. And it was just nice.
Trying to fix this freaking wire without pulling things off the shelf.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, I got up and ran out of the hidey hole under the stairs to find rocks. Like,
do you know what? That's valid.